Okay, so I am streaming. Let me just check to make sure the stream is up because I haven't streamed in a really, really long time. So I just need to make sure that the stream is fully running and then we can get to it. So I just need to make sure that the stream is fully running. Okay, well, the audio is fine on YouTube. Okay, well, the audio is fine on YouTube. The audio is also fine on Twitch. So great. Huh. I'm back. I'm back. Huh. It's been far too long. I can't believe like half of the summer's gone. Hi, the Anointed One. Uh, you definitely changed your username, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'd remember you if you tell me your old username, but welcome. You're the first person back in the chat, and I have missed reading. I've missed reading. I've just been, well, I spent like a month focused on myself, and then I was just in some entanglements, and I miss streaming so much. Life is great. Life is great. But tonight I just felt so grateful, and I felt like I wanted to get on stream and share that. So go ahead and drop your name or your initial. Well, actually, just your initial of your first name and your question, and I can give you a reading. Oh, I remember you now. Kevin. Okay. So, Kevin, let's get started with your reading. What do you want to know about? What's your question? You're 8 months sober. Wow, congrats on that. It's really, really good to hear. That's like almost a year, more than half. Oh, wow, you're working for Amazon? That's awesome. A general read? Okay. What deck would you like? I have the Charlie Brown deck. I have the Mystic Mondays deck, and then the original Rider Waite Tarot deck. So which one would you like? If you have a preference, or I would just choose if you don't have a preference. The Waite. Okay, awesome. Let's get into this. My spirit guides, Kevin's spirit guides. Let's establish a connection. Find the messages I need to reach Kevin today. Just get a general reading for Kevin today. Let's get a general reading for Kevin today. Let's get a general reading for Kevin today. For the most part, I'll say that I've been really, really good. Actually, Kevin. The bottom of the deck energy is the Five of Cups in reverse. And the Five of Cups when upright usually means some sort of loss and sadness, but I think when it's in reverse it means that you're pulling through it. But you also have to remember when you see the Five of Cups, um, three of the cups are fallen, but there's still two that are standing out. Considering that it's in the reverse, it's making me just wonder where this reading is going to go. But let's find out. Okay, so the first card, that's like the overarching theme, is the Four of Swords in reverse. And in my own life, I've seen this card a lot. So for it showing up for you, that's interesting. But let's see some more before I say what I think it means. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a grasp on it now. In the past, well, you are overcoming your struggles, and like you said, you've been sober and all of that, working on yourself. So this is the card about the past, the Nine of Swords, and clearly you've had your issues to deal with. That like it keeps like I wouldn't say that it still keeps you up, but in the past it was a lot to just get through and get over. But considering that it's upright, it's not like the kind of anxiety that overwhelms you, but it's become manageable. And the present energy, along with this, which yeah, I know you're kind of burnt out, but is a star. So you're really, really, really pouring into yourself. So you're really, really pouring into yourself, which is interesting that this is the bottom of the deck energy because the star is the present energy saying that you are pouring into yourself, which is the best thing you can do. And then the future is the Ace of Cups. So saying that all these empty cups, I think you're just going to fill them back on your own because I think you have developed healthy coping mechanisms for things that used to trigger you, which is why you can feel a little bit rest. I'm muted. I'm muted, LD. There's no way that I'm muted. I'm muted. Way that I'm muted. I muted myself on Twitch. Maybe your Twitch is muted. And yes, I do live LD. But sorry, I'm in the middle of a reading. And so I guess you are a little bit burnt out. But the important thing is, presently, you're pouring into yourself and you're going to fill your cup back up all the way. And that's just like, what can you want more than that? So I think, despite this sadness and this anxiety that you've had to go through, I think you're gonna just like the future looks pretty bright from where I can see it. So I think you should just keep doing you, Kevin. And well, I don't see any love or any. In fact, I don't see anyone. Like, there's no one that's showing up, which is interesting for a general read because sometimes people would show up, but you're just like pouring into yourself and focused on, well, I think you focused on your healing enough to the point where you're going to be able to allow yourself to be open to relationships and sharing yourself with people in the future, which is what the Ace of Cups could represent. Yeah. So just a new beginning of something. LD, I've been too much TFT, too much Sims. I've just been gaming so much, and then my real life is always just messy and complicated. But I mean, I poured into myself, then I went back into a trap. But ah, that's just life. You sometimes have to make mistakes. Well, me specifically, sometimes I like to make a mistake not once, not twice, but like four times. And then and then of course, Kevin, I like just before I got on stream, I thought to myself, I don't want to put like a schedule, even though having a schedule for streaming would be really, really good, but I I just like to get on when I feel inspired, and I forgot how much I love streaming and just reading. So yeah, I definitely will be doing more readings, Kevin. So whenever you whenever you wanna whenever you see me online, just stop by and I'll give you a reading. Hi Mulan on Twitch. How are you doing? No, I've been neglectful to my stream, but I'm back. I'm back. You're hanging in there. That's hmm, that's it's relatable, but I would like to hear you just soaring instead of hanging. So, what's on your mind tonight? Hi, Sarah. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you so much. It would be really appreciated. But genuinely, I don't have anything that's bothering me specifically. Just Yeah, the prayers are always appreciated. Sure, Sarah. You can go ahead and drop the initial of your first name, and you can drop the initial of your first name and then your question, and I can give you a reading. You lost your job in March and you haven't been able to gain any traction. Hmm, that is a difficult place to be in. Mulan, what do you think is the job market just not very open? Or what do you think's keeping you back from getting a new one? But with jobs, I know how difficult it can be. My brother had a long-term job, but he just hated it. So he was like unemployed for about 9 months. But I mean, he was happy, much happier than the job he worked. But like last week, he just got a job, and now he's just so busy and happy again. Hmm, it's very strange that you're qualified and not hearing back from them. There could be something that's just blocking you. And yeah, Sarah, I can give you a reading if you heard what I said on YouTube. Is there one specifically that you want, Milan? You had an interview with one that you did that you really wanted with Tesla. They offered it to someone else. Hmm. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I think something better, something better can come. Okay. Sarah, what's your initial? Damn, well, you're definitely dipping your toes in the interview game if you have two interview stories already. Sarah, I'm just gonna go with Sarah, okay? Okay. Let's do a reading for Sarah. Spirit guides, Sarah, spirit guides. Let's connect with Sarah. Sarah, what is V's feelings towards Sarah? What are V's feelings towards Sarah? What are V's feelings towards Sarah? What are V's feelings towards Sarah? Hmm. What are V's feelings towards what are V's what wow, these cards just want to fall out. What are V's feelings towards Sarah? Hmm. Huh. Interesting. Right off the bat, this fee, if it's a guy, if it's a girl, whoever this fee person is, this is the bottom of the deck energy, the King of Cups in reverse. And then they showed up as the Emperor in reverse. And if it is a masculine figure, or whether it's masculine or feminine, this person has a domineering energy, one that's very commanding. And um, I think it's like with the King of Cups in reverse, it's someone who plays with your emotions. Like they definitely play with your emotions, and sometimes it's not in a good way. So I'm just telling you that they can. be a little bit difficult. And that's an understatement, I imagine. In the past, the Wheel of Fortune showed up as so in terms of them, things started and it was a little bit unfortunate. They definitely desire you in a sexual way. Because the Ace of Wands energy is all about just creation and desire and passion. So he definitely has some desire for you currently. And I just see a transition and migration in terms of the relationship. Not the relationship ending, but just you guys moving towards something. I'm not sure what it is, but you guys are definitely moving at a slow pace. At a very, very slow pace. Like, I see sexual desire, but I don't see them being very emotionally open or vulnerable with you. And I see them as being very authoritative, a little bit just domineering. So, yeah, Sarah, that's what the cards have to say about Fee. He just he seems just I don't want to throw words around like toxic, but he seems like he can be or he I mean the person Fee, he or she just seems like they're difficult to deal with. So if you're well, you asked about feelings, but there's more desire in terms of passion, like sexual energy, than heart or feelings or thoughts in terms of how they feel about you. Like they just kind of want to be physical and then see how things develop. But right now, they're just not in the headspace, or I don't even know if they are capable of that. But things are definitely moving along. Welcome to the chat, Atlanta. Hmm. And what brings you to a tarot chat, Mulan, if you're still there? But yeah, Sarah, that was your reading about Fee. And welcome to the chat, Atlanta. But to get a reading, you need to drop your question. Not drop your question. I mean drop your initials, the initials of your first name, and then I'll. You like listening to readings? Yeah, it can be. It's definitely something. It's something. I used to like doing it too. I haven't in a while though because like I still love going on because the tarot community is surprisingly small. Like a lot of the streamers that I used to watch when I used to stream a lot still stream, so I just watch them a lot. But mm, there's a point where I just couldn't do it anymore because I just wanted to clear. I didn't like. I felt like I was projecting like just all of it, so I just needed to reset. Your initial is D. Okay, so you want to know how H is feeling about you. Let's find out. Let's find out, Aldana. I'm gonna stick with this deck. My spirit guides, D spirit guides, H spirit guides. Tell me, how does H feel about D? How is H feeling 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 about D? Tell me how H, tell me how H is feeling about D. 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 Ah, I just usually I would just do a simple spread, but I just felt like doing a full-on relationship spread. So right off the bat, the bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Swords, and this is usually the fastest knight. So this person is very clear and meticulous, and like I just get the vibe that the conversation is like you guys talk. You guys definitely talk. He or she, like conversation is smooth. One person in this relationship is a smooth talker, and they know what they want. Oh, okay. So in terms of H, their energy is a very fair energy. So H as a person is a very fair person because the justice card showed up. Well, if there's no contact, that to them in their head, that's probably fair. But let's find out how they feel towards you. Okay, towards you, the strength card showed up. And let me take a look at the rest of the spread, and then I'll see. You showed up as the moon and the Ten of Pentacles. So things are actually going really good for you, and you view this person as someone just really lush, and they can add a lot of value to your life. So considering you're telling me there's no contact, that's that's really really strange. That's very strange that there's no contact because I get the impression that there's a lot of good. You are dreaming and you're addressing issues within yourself, but in a very healthy way, I feel. So conversation was there at one point, but now it's just like this person almost has to. The strength card is almost like they think that they're being fair. They think that they're being fair by having the strength to stay away from you, which I don't even understand why someone would do that to anyone. You guys were friends with benefits and they're ignoring you. Yeah, well, right now, I see you as being the one who wants to make an offer, but I'm guessing his energy as the Knight of Swords is probably in the reverse somehow. So maybe he was a little bit cold. Let me just see what the Knight of Swords in reverse exactly what it means. Yeah. I feel like he thinks that you wanted a little bit more. You don't want to make an offer? Hmm. But it seems like you're still really, really concerned with him. Because you see positive in him. And I'm feeling his energy and it's closed off. Like you see how my arms are just on me? He, he thinks by taking this space, he thinks by taking this space, he's doing the right thing. Like like it's taking all the strength in him to stay away because I'm guessing he enjoys the sex and he enjoys your company. And I think he's communicated that with you. So there's not a lot going on in terms of him. Like he's just like using as much of his willpower as he can to keep the scale balanced and keep things fair because I think well honestly the cards just aren't saying much about him. Right below the Knight of Swords though, the Eight of Wands showed up. And the Eight of Wands is just it's just about someone like in action. So he's just not really ready to run towards you. And I don't know. Well, I'm not getting a firm grasp on his energy, aside from the fact that he's a bit closed off, and he thinks what he's doing is fair. He really, really thinks what he's doing is fair. Hmm. So what exactly do you want from him? Is the question. Like, how no contact is there? Like, are you guys just not speaking, or like, are you guys unfollowed and everything? Well, zero communication. I think he's just ignoring you because he isn't ready to run at the speed you want him to run at. So he thinks by ignoring you Like, he doesn't, he knows that it's not positive, but he just, like I said, I didn't get a firm grasp on him because he's closed off, but yeah, yeah. Your initial question was, how's he feeling about you? How's he feeling about you? How he's feeling about you is that he thinks by ignoring you, he's doing the right thing. Because he's trying really, really hard. Like, it's taking him all the strength to ignore you. But he thinks that what he's doing is the right thing. So essentially, he thinks in his head he's being fair, which is really weird because what he's doing definitely isn't fair. Like, communication should be had. But, I mean, the thing is, it seems like communication was had, and he said that he didn't really. Well, I don't know if he said he didn't want more, but it doesn't. Maybe he's just not ready. I don't know. But relationships can be complicated and messy, especially friends with benefits. Very, very, very messy. I know all too well about that because I was in probably the messiest one this year. The messiest one of my life. Yeah. But if I can give you any advice, well, in fact, no, I wouldn't. But for me, in the future, no friends with benefits, just benefits, no friends. uh, because the friendship part complicates things immensely. Because one person tends to fall, and if it's not reciprocated, it's tough. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your situation, H. There's not a clear grasp on him. Just he's doing his thing and thinking he's being fair. So I'm sorry. Thank you for stopping by. Hmm. You're welcome. Okay, let me see if there's anybody on YouTube. Somebody disliked my video on YouTube. I guess I didn't give that person good reading. That's unfortunate. Oh, I didn't see that. You said you want him to fight for you? Hmm. Well, to get him to fight for you, I think. Leo Rick? You remember me? It said that I had you as a block. It said that I had you blocked. I don't know why. Oh, I didn't know you were sure. Oh, you thought I was getting trolled. Ah, did Red tell you something? Did Red tell you something? Cause cause I told Red that no, Red is also another streamer. Uh, he's a really cool guy, and he was watching you one time, and I tried to watch you, and I realized that I was banned, and I was like, wow, ah. But I was serious. I was serious. Yeah, I was serious. I think my question was something about demons. Yeah, it was a little bit out there. And you thought I was just yeah, but no hard feelings. I didn't think much of it. Just I think you said you don't work with that stuff. Oh yeah, it was yeah. It worked, by the way. It worked. But I mean, getting involved in stuff like that just it's In fact, whenever I talk about this kind of stuff, I always have to hide my stream because I don't want that stuff being out there. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I know. Sometimes the trolls come in and they just ask all types of questions. But it's fine. Thanks for stopping by my stream. Yeah, that stuff definitely happens and it's crazy. Oh no, it's fine. No big deal. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, awesome. See ya. Hmm. Well, surprisingly, there's no one on my YouTube tonight. Like a few people asked a question, but usually my YouTube just goes crazy with questions. But I'm guessing my absence made people disappear a little bit. So, but I'll give it some time because I know once it hits like the hour mark, people just start flocking in. So, yes. Sure, Andrea. Welcome to the chat. Happy to have you here. Just drop your initial and your question, and I'll get to you. Oh, I'm doing fantastic tonight. Feeling so grateful and happy. How does T feel towards you? Is it your initial, Andrea? Is it A? Or is, because I know sometimes people don't have their actual initials as their name on YouTube. Okay, AH. Let's see. Can you tell me how T feels towards Andrea? Tell me how T feels towards Andrea. Tell me how T feels towards Andrea. Tell me how T feels towards Andrea. Huh. Oh. Okay, so the bottom of the deck energy is the Wheel of Fortune, so something good is gonna happen regarding the situation, or just it could be regarding your feelings. But let's look at the spread first. Two cards decided on coming out, and sometimes this happens when I do readings. Well, for myself, because I haven't done readings for people in a while, but these two cards insisted on coming out, and it's the Seven of Wands, and this is all about just being firm in your belief and your character. And right below it is a Ten of Swords. So definitely there was a lot of heartbreak, and but it, like, the worst is past. Well, actually, no, the worst hasn't passed. But I mean, the relationship is over because they're your ex and there's no contact. But I feel like somebody in this relationship is just being very firm in their decision to not continue it. But let's find out what the spread has to say and the cards have to say. There's still a lot of heartache. There's still a lot of heartache and resentment and sadness with this connection. Because the Five of Cups showing up as the overarching theme, and the main card is just letting me know that they're not fully over you. Like, they're not fully over you, but they are gaining the emotional maturity to recover and forgive you, or forgive themselves for what they put you through. The Knight of Pentacles shows up in reverse. So in the past, they just, well, like you said, there's no communication. So Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. And with the Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse, like, I'm guessing the relationship ended just out of boredom and things just being too much of the same. So no movement. Currently, currently I sense a positive energy, which aligns with the Wheel of Fortune, because that's the bottom of the deck energy. And with the Wheel of Fortune and this card showing up, it's just letting me see that there could be a rekindling of a friendship or a connection or just some balance in the relationship. Like, I see you guys coming together. Even if it's not you guys coming together, I just see the emotions settling, forgiveness happening, and you being allowed, and that them also being allowed to just move forward with their lives. The devil card showing up for the future. I don't know. I know you said there's no contact, but the devil card is just all about an addiction, and it could be sex or something. So I don't know if that rekindling could lead to that. So be wary, be wary unless you want to go back down that road. But yeah, because I'm guessing there's still some type of tension. So, but be wary because it did say that you guys were, like, the traditional devil card is two people chained to something that they enjoy, but it's just be wary because there's been a lot of heartbreak, and this person, a lot of heartbreak and sadness, and this person didn't want to budge or move or change, so the relationship just fizzled. He probably does. He probably, well, there's a sexual chemistry. There's a sexual chemistry there, so he probably does that. He probably does that. Overall, I can see two sides of this relationship, but I can also see a lot of passion. Like there was a lot of passion and desire on both sides. But I mean, when there's a lot of passion and desire, that can lead to just extreme heartbreak and sadness when the passion and desire starts to fizzle. So, like I mean, imagine when he does decide to come back. If he offers you sex or anything, that's up to you. But I do see the emotion settling. I definitely do see the emotion settling and balance being restored in terms of feelings and emotions. So, yeah, I things are looking good, Andrea. So there's no contact, but energetically, energetically speaking, there's still a connection there. Just, I mean, you know why it ended. I imagine they know why it ended, and it happened for a reason. So it's up to you if you want to go back or just close that chapter. You're welcome, Andrea. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hi, Sean. Sure, I can give you a reading. I'd love to. Drop your initial and your question, and I'll get to you. Well, that's good. You have more self control and power than I do. Kesha, I have to do a reading for Sean before you. This is weird. Oh, you're wondering if she'll come back? There's been no communication about 2 months now. Sean, what I need you to do is drop your initials, and ask, and then her initials, and then I'll tell you. Okay? Yeah. So give me your initials and her initials, and I'll tell you. I'll do a full relationship spread, and I'll figure out how she's feeling. And well, just based off the fact you're looking for a tarot reading 2 months on, I think that there's something deeper there. I'm going to use a traditional Rider Waite deck. Okay. My spirit guides, Sean's spirit guides, Elsie's spirit guides. Tell me, will Elsie come back? Kesha, I'll do your reading after I finish this one. I'm on Sean right now. Sorry for it. Esso and Elsie, tell me, is Elsie going to come back? Is Elsie going to come back? Is Elsie going to come back to Esso? 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 Huh. Wow, there's a lot. There is a lot. There's a lot to this story. The bottom of the deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is all about manifestation and a new beginning of something. Hi, Lou. Sure, I can give you a reading, but I just have a few people on YouTube that I'm doing readings for at the moment, so I'll get to you in a sec, okay, Lou? So this is just pure manifestation energy and potential, the bottom of the deck energy. In terms of the situation, okay. Well, I mean, the first card that showed up is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is all about a block in manifestation. And I'm gonna explain this a little bit more what I mean a block. It's just obviously you want the relationship to come back. I do see you being the one looking out, looking for it, but I mean the death card showing up makes me think that it's up to you and how you treat your energy and this connection as to whether it will be reborn. Because there are two sides. There's you looking out, choosing a new path, and then there's the rebirth of this connection. But let's see what the cards are warning you about in terms of. Okay, okay, okay. The warning, I got chills. It's like you really, like, I feel like you just want to, like, 2 months is a long time. 2 months is a long time. But I feel like you just want to, like, as soon as any type of movement happens, you're just ready. You're ready to just jump right back into it. And I feel like her energy is apprehensive. And your energy could also be apprehensive because while you do want to run forward, I think you need to proceed with caution. Proceed with caution into doing that because there is a very strong connection, but somebody or both of you have a closed off energy. So things can be really, really positive. But let's find out if she's coming back. Wow. Ah, okay. So the Two of Cups. So she's definitely coming back. She is definitely coming back. And then I think, well, the Emperor card showed up. So I think what you need to do is focus on yourself. Focus on yourself specifically and being the version of yourself that existed when you guys were good. Because like getting back an ex is really, really easy. You like this sounds really, really simple. This sounds super silly, but all you have to do is focus on yourself. And when I say focus on yourself, it means just prioritizing yourself and being the version of you that can foster the relationship that you want. Because at one point you had her, at one point you guys had the relationship. So once you focus on being that guy again and becoming that guy and an even better version of him, she's gonna come running back. She's gonna go crazy for you. And the Two of Cups energy lets me know that this is just a really strong, deep connection. So that is not gonna go away. But there's more positive than negative in this reading. So, despite the fact of it showing that the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's just the energy is a positive one, and there's surprisingly not a lot of hurt feelings. Despite the fact that you guys are in separation right now, I think that a reunion is possible. I don't see who's gonna initiate it though, because I really didn't get much of a grasp on her energy. Yeah, I didn't get much of a grasp on her energy. Hmm. But just looking a little bit into the cards, I'm seeing that there's a lot more to this story. And I do see that there definitely was some heartbreak. Despite the positive future, I do see that there was a lot of heartbreak in here. And yeah, your heart is definitely going to break if it's someone that you still feel a connection to. So proceed with caution. Proceed with caution when things rekindle. Okay? That's the message the cards have for you, Sean. But I do see a reunion. Hi. Hi, Naomi. Okay, I'll start making a list because I see quite a few people on YouTube and Twitch. So, well, not a lot on Twitch, but yeah. Um, so there's Kesha, there's Sahu, and hi, Naomi. There's Naomi, and then there's Lou. Well, Lou is right below Kesha, so Lou is coming after Kesha. Kesha, are you still there? But I hope that reading brought you some peace, Sean. Okay, Kasha, you already asked your question, so I'm just gonna scroll back up and answer it for you. Your question is how does your orphan friend A feel in her new home with her sister? And their names are KB and Ann. KB and Ann. Um, there are three people involved in this, Kesha. So maybe you should give me her sister's. Actually, no, you don't need to do that. Um. Hmm. How does your orphan friend feel in her new home with her new sister? KB and Ann. My spread guides. K spread guides. Guys, tell me. How does A feel in her home with her new sister? How does A feel in her home with her new sister? I'm not gonna use this deck. How does Anne feel in her home with her new sister? Does Anne feel in her home with her new sister? Does Anne feel in her home with her new sister? Does Anne feel in her home with her new sister? Ah, hmm. I think she's quite happy. She made a long journey to be there. It was definitely a long journey and process. Because this is the card all about taking a journey somewhere. And this card popped out, and this is the Ten of Cups. And if you look at this is all about just happy emotions. So let's find out more. The Sun. Wow. Like I said, it's a happy, happy energy. Because this A person, has been through a lot of heartbreak in the past. So I imagine if they're an orphan, they've just been through lots of heartbreak. Currently, they are just going through the motions, the positive emotions, and getting to know their new family and the sister and everything. Hmm, one moment. I see a man, though, who just has an energy that is not really positive mentally. So, despite all of this happiness, I do see a man that's not, or maybe it's, yeah, but that's in the future. So, SJ, sure, I'll add you to the list. But I do think I might close the list after SJ. Hmm. Yeah, but for the most part, based off your question, Kesha, your friend is very happy with her sister. There is a man who's not positive in the situation though. So be aware of that. But your friend is happy with her sister. Okay, so up next I have Lou. And after Lou, I'll get to Sahu. Yeah, Lou. Oh no, I'm doing a reading for someone on Twitch. Lou, just drop your initials and her initials. Then yeah, sure, I can give you a reading. You started hanging out again, and you don't know if it's a good idea to get back. Okay. Are you JM or I'll use it right away. Okay, great. You wanna know you wanna know if you guys should get back together, or well, you just wanna hear what the cards have to say, I imagine. So let's just do that. My spirit guides, JM spirit guides, DR spirit guides. Can you give me advice, JM? Should they get back together with DR? Advice for JM. Should they get back together with DR? DR. Oh. Hi, Shrek. You spent a lot of time working on yourself. You spent a lot of time working on yourself. Um, Shrek, I'll add you to the list, but let me close the free list now. I'm gonna put up a sign saying that I'm closing the free list because I'm starting to get a little tired. Um, where's the closed list? Okay, good. Yeah, free list is closed. Everyone in the chat, I do have a list, so let me just let you guys know that I'm just gonna drop the names of the people that are still on the list. So yeah, you definitely put a lot of work on yourself, Jan. Like you've been working on yourself, you've been working on either your career or games or school, whatever. You've just been working on yourself. And I mean, this relationship popping back up, it's judgment in reverse. So there's a reevaluation. You guys are definitely reevaluating things. But when the judgment card shows up in reverse, it's almost like, hmm, let me find the right word to say. You're doubting it. Yourself, like things ended. So you're very, very critical, not of yourself, but of the situation because things ended. Things ended. So you're just like, think they ended. So what can come of this? Hmm. The warning is the lover's upright. So this is letting me know that there's just a connection. There's definitely a connection there, but a decision needs to be made. With it being upright though, it's like, it seems like both of you do want to get back together, which is a warning. But let's see how it would go. Imbalance. There's imbalance. Yeah, there's imbalance in this relationship and this connection. Because if you guys were to get back together, um, the Two of Swords in reverse showed up, which is a very very closed off energy. Like I don't know, like I can't think of a card that's this closed off aside from maybe the Eight of Swords. But even that is not as closed off. But this is just like very, like your mental is not there. There's a dispute. It's just like too much to almost just too much to think about and process. And then the inevitable of this situation is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And this is just about neglect and instability and just not necessarily the balance that you'd expect in a love connection. Like the relationship, I feel like it brings a little bit of chaos to your life. And that imbalance can cause chaos in your life. So, based off what the cards are saying, it's saying that I mean, the connection is there, so it's up to you if you want to make the decision to take it. But I mean, you guys ended once, and it's possible that if you guys were to get back together, it can lead to some of the those issues because it doesn't feel like those issues are fully resolved because it seems like you guys are still in the honeymoon period, almost like just enjoying the good about each other, but unless the past issues are fully resolved and let go, it's gonna come back up. And you guys need to address that before hopping back into a relationship if you do want to hop back into a relationship and you're both willing to put in the work. But if it's one sided, then there's no point. But if you guys both want to work, then I think I well, this is just my personal view, but I think everything is salvageable. So it's up to you with both of you. So there needs to be a lot of discussions. You're welcome, Lou. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so up next on the list I have Sahu. Sahu, are you there? Drop your question. I mean, drop your initials and the person, if there's a person or not, and you can ask your question, Sahu. What changes are coming in the next 4 months? Hmm, I don't understand your question. New love coming in your life? Possible? What? You're asking too much. You're asking too much. Ask one question. Yeah. Oh, Bianca. Yeah, Bianca just paid for a reading, so I will get back to you in a sec, Sahu. Because Bianca just paid for a reading, so I'm gonna do Bianca. And you didn't post the people's initials, Sahu. So I will I will get to you after. Because Bianca just paid for a reading. So Bianca, you can go ahead and drop your question and initials and the person's initials and well, you paid a lot, so it's gonna be quite in depth. So let's tackle your issue, Bianca, and find out everything you need to know. Okay, Bianca. Well, I don't see you type. Well, obviously, I can't tell if you're typing or not. But okay, there we go. How will your daughter feel about you guys relocating? Your dad told her about the move today before you had the opportunity. He was upset, and you feel like he was manipulating her. Hmm. Are you in a relationship with her dad? I just want to know because if his energy shows up, then How will your daughter feel about you guys relocating? Okay, well, I mean, he's not really relevant. If he pops up, we'll dig into it, but I'm just gonna get started. Um, Her dad is upset because of child support, and he only sees her 24 days a year, so he doesn't really participate in her life. Okay, I understand. Okay, good. So, my spirit guides, B's spirit guides, A's spirit guides tell me, how is A going to feel about them relocating to Quebec? A's gonna feel about them relocating to A gonna feel about them relocating to How are you gonna feel about them relocating? Huh. Okay. Um, I feel like you put a lot of hard work into moving. Yeah. Wow. Literally, as soon as you said that, this is the main issue. Hi, BM. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for stopping by. But you definitely put a lot of hard work into this move, and you're moving because you want to upgrade your life. You're moving because you want to upgrade your life, and you've been working really, really hard, and you're about to reap the rewards of your benefits. In fact, the energy that I'm getting from you is just someone who is leveling up to new heights. And hmm, the bottom of the deck energy, though, is the Seven of Cups, and this can speak of illusions and false prizes. And I feel like I don't want to like I have his energy hasn't shown up, but I feel like he is telling her different things and probably saying just implanting things in her head and feelings that can be manipulative because the Seven of Cups talks about illusions and false prizes, especially when it's in reverse. It's just like saying that there could be forces that are a little bit against you moving. And it's almost like there's some type of a fantasy. In terms of the warning about the move, the Eight of Swords showed up. And this is about not necessarily seeing the whole picture. And it's about feeling a little bit limited and confined and restricted. And currently, in your current space, you just feel a little bit restricted. You want to move on. You want to level up. You moving to Kentucky is just gonna be it for you. It's gonna take you to where you need to be. In terms of how she's gonna feel and how she'd feel about the move, I do sense some resistance, but I sense more positivity because this is you. You're the magician. You're someone who can create. You've worked really, really hard. So it's not like magic, but you've created the life you want and you see it. And it can all come true. And it will come true. So I see that even though there might be some apprehension due to external forces, it is very positive. She seemed obsessed and devastated. You don't know what he said to her or how he made things. You've been in Maryland all her life. You want to relocate with both your kids. Hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, a move from Maryland to Kentucky is that's pretty that's pretty big. So I can see. Let's focus on her energy. Okay. Let's focus on her energy. Not necessarily just the move, but let's see exactly how she's gonna feel. Tell me how A is gonna feel about this move. Exactly how A is going to feel about this move. Exactly how A is feeling about this move. Tell me how A is exactly this move. Wow. Hmm. Huh. Okay. She feels a little left out in the cold. She feels a little bit left out in the cold. And she almost feels like you're taking, well, he feels like you're well, not necessarily him, but what he said to her is that he feels like he's going to be left out in the cold. So that makes her feel like she's abandoning him in a type of way. So he implanted these thoughts in her head, and there's now a mental block with her. Even though I'm sure, I mean, if she's a child, if she's a teenager, of course there's going to be the apprehension to moving, but the only reason you want to do this move is because you see it taking you and them to a better life and to new things that are better. But he just, he's not, he's putting these thoughts in her head that are not the realistic thing. But I do think that she sees you, and she really sees you, and she sees, part of her sees the positive side of it. She sees how hard you work. She sees your beauty. She sees that it can be positive. But a lot of her just doesn't want to let go. A lot of her just doesn't want to let go because, I mean, it's her father. It's her father. And there's still that attachment. There's still that attachment because they see each other so infrequently that the little time she does spend with him, she cherishes. So she's gonna be like, how can you rip me away from this? How can you rip me away from this? And obviously, I mean, an 8-year-old won't necessarily express these feelings out loud in such depth. But let me find out exactly what the Seven of Swords means, because this is like the secret card, and this is about the future in terms of how this can affect her. Uh, no, I think in time everything is gonna reveal itself, and I feel like I don't know if a conversation will be had between you and him, but it seems like it's a simple conversation. You're doing this for the better of the family. And I see her as just coming to terms with it. Because an 8-year old, I don't want to say that an 8-year old doesn't have autonomy, but you're making the decisions and you're doing what's best for the family. And when she just sees Kentucky and the life, she's going to be really, really happy. And, but right now she's really closed off. She's really, really closed off right now. She's closed off because of what has been told to her. Um, XAIXX. Sure, but let me just finish this reading, okay? And I just want to make sure that this person gets what they paid for. So, yeah, you can go ahead and ask me if you want to know how you can deal with him or anything like that, because I want to make sure you are able to navigate this situation. Should she stay in Maryland? You don't want her to feel resentful, abandoned. Mm. No, 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 no. Well, okay, let's ask the cards. Let's ask the cards because I'm not gonna tell you what I think. Let's see what the cards think. But I didn't get the impression based off the future. I didn't get the impression I didn't get the impression that there's gonna be any type of resentment. I get the I got the impression that there's gonna be just the reveal of truth and happiness. And as an 8-year old, things change. And, like, I mean, if she were a teenager, I could see a lot of pushback and resentment, but being 8, That's precarious. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Should she stay in Maryland? Should A 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 stay in Maryland? What would happen if A stays in Maryland? Hmm. It's a really, really complicated situation because I see him wanting to rescue rescue her in a type of way. I see him wanting to step up in a type of way because he showed up. He showed up as the emperor, which is a man who is just in charge, and then he showed up as the knight of wands, which is just someone who's ready to who has the desire to be a father and take care. But I think the truth and the reveal will make everything clear to her. Staying in Maryland away from you would just it would be a rocky road. It would be a rocky, rocky, rocky road because you provide a lot, not just monetary and stuff, and it's difficult being a single parent. But I just see her. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had between the two of you because let me find out exactly what this means. Why is the floor on? I just don't see him working as hard as you to foster the relationship that and build her up the way that you can. Yeah, I understand that, but I just don't see him. Yeah, I understand the parent thing too, but I see, regardless, I see happiness for her future. Like, I see happiness for her future. Because right now there are all these prizes, but I don't see the prizes being in Maryland. I see it being with you. And I'm not just telling you that because that's what I think you want to hear, but I just feel like despite him wanting to take care and act and all of this here, it's just it would be difficult to be away from you. But I do think either way she's gonna get what she wants. In terms of there's not gonna be any resentment. There's not gonna be any resentment because in the end she's gonna be happy because it's just gonna be up to you or up to him whether you want to put in the work to maintain and foster the relationship. Because at the end of the day, I see happiness for her. Yeah, I see him saying he wants to do the work, but I don't think he understands. I don't think he understands because he showed up as the reverse of you. He's saying one thing, but I don't think he understands how much work it is to raise a child. Not just the monetary which he's provided, but the time and the emotional support and everything. So yeah, but like I said, I don't see any emotional turmoil or difficulty for her. I think if she stays, she'll be okay because she's gonna have your family. And if she goes with you, she will adjust and she'll be very, very happy. So the truth of the matter is, it's just a conversation that you need to have with him, and you genuinely need to let him know that how much work it is. And this is just a message for you moving forward. There's just some patience that needs to be had. Because you have the world. You have the world at your fingertips. You're the world at your fingertips. But there's an injustice. There's an injustice in your life. There's someone being unjust. It could be him. He's trying to implant, like you said, it's not just something you think, but he actually is doing that. So you have the world. You can give her the world, and he needs to understand that. Yeah, he's still gonna wanna act pretty much. But I don't think he's gonna live up to his words. I really don't think he's gonna live up to his words because there's a lot of talk, but not the action to back it up with him. So yes, Bianca, that was quite the read. And that was multiple questions. So I think I'm gonna do two free reads and then I'm gonna get to XAIXX because they also just sent a payment. So let me just do that for you, okay? Sahu, are you still there? I hope that answers everything. Well, not everything, but I hope that just gives you an idea on her feelings and what you should do with her. But I think it's more of a conversation you need to have with him than her because as a child, she doesn't necessarily know what's best for her. You do as the adult. And sometimes difficult decisions need to be made as a parent. Sigh. Okay. Sai. Twin sigh. Okay, Sahu. Let me get to your question. Sahu, your question is what changes are coming in your life in the next 4 months? Okay. I'm gonna use this deck. Okay, great. After Sahu, it's Naromi. Sahu. What changes are coming for Sahu in the next 4 months? Changes are coming for Sahu in the next 4 months. Changes are coming for Sahu in the next 4 months. Changes are coming for Sahu in the next 4 months. What changes coming for Sahu in the next 4 months? Bianca, I think you need to do what's best for you and your future and your kids. You're welcome, Bianca. Thank you so much for the donations and the reading. Ha 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 ha. Sahu, in the next 4 months, I see you looking. I see you looking into the past. I see you looking into the past, and I don't necessarily think that's something you should be doing because I see the devil. The devil. The main card that showed up is the devil in reverse, which is good because when the devil is in reverse, it's all about breaking free and awareness. It's all about breaking free and awareness. So you're gonna break free from something and become aware of it. So maybe looking into the past isn't such a bad idea. I sense you've been in a long, long period of loneliness. Or actually, yeah, in the past, you've been in a long period of loneliness. Like very, very, like extreme, extreme loneliness. Just not much emotional support, none of company, just and I still see some sadness. I still see some sadness, but in that sadness, you need to remember that, like, look at him. He looks really, really sad that there are all these spilled cups, but he's not paying attention to these two full cups. And when you pay attention to these two full cups, then you can, like, that smile would turn upside down. So you need to be grateful for the things that you have and be grateful for the ability to break free because the past taught you so much. And I think you can hold yourself back if you're not grateful. So the message for you in terms of what's coming in the next 4 months, there's gonna be some more loneliness, there's gonna be some more sadness, but you have the power and you are going to break free from this. And just don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. Take the opportunities you want to take because the past is done and you still have things to be grateful for, so you can move forward. What did you say, Sahu? I don't understand that. Your relationship ends 12 days? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, a relationship ending is sad, so that makes sense. But the cards are just saying you're gonna break free. Yeah, you're gonna break free. But you you're just gonna break free. And you need to focus on yourself and your healing. Um Hi, sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Well, I do speak Spanish, but I can't do a full reading in Spanish because my Spanish is not that proficient. Okay, so I'm gonna do Naromi, then I'm gonna do the paid reading for um Sai. Well, what did you say to call you? You said to call you Sai. Yeah. So let me just do this reading for Naromi, then Sai, and let let's get to it. Sai, Sai, Sai. That's such an interesting name. Sai. Even the X5 AII looks like Sai. What are MP's current feelings towards you? Okay. What are MP's current feelings towards you? My spirit guides and spirit guides. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much, Bianca. I really, really appreciate it. Next time you come around, I will give you a free reading because that was very, very generous, and I appreciate it. Um, what are MP's current feelings towards you? Guys, asking questions. There's a list, so and the free list is actually closed at the moment. So there are two people still left on the free list: SJ and Shrek. What are MP's current feelings towards you? MP's current feelings towards NR. What are MP's current feelings towards NR? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I see him. Well, is it a he? If it's a he, oh, he is. He wants to make a romantic offer. Well, I don't know if it's a romantic offer, but he wants to make some type of offer. But in his life, he's imbalanced. This is how he shows up. He shows up as the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse is a little bit about misalignment and imbalance. So I think in his life, he's imbalanced. In terms of the relationship, wow. He's a little bit stingy. He's a little bit arrogant and egotistical. He's, despite him wanting to make a romantic offer, or a heartfelt offer, he's closed off. And you're you're a little bit in the pits and are you're like you're trying to have the strength, but you're it's wavering really really hard, and it's making you address some things in yourself that are really really difficult. Like, I see you could even be having dreams that are not positive about this situation, and you'd be right to, because he seems like he's because it seems like he's really really difficult. Yeah, it seems like he's really really difficult. Wow, Bianca, do you have another question, Bianca? Because I have to do a reading for someone on Twitch. But yeah, it seems like he's really, really, really something else, because he wants to make this romantic. So he wants to make this romantic offer, but this is him. He's coming up as a little boy, being all cute, telling you things to get in your feels, but then he switches it up, and he's difficult and closed off, and like, he plans a date and he cancels it. He says he wants to do this and he just switches it up. And he's just like all over the place in his life. So, due to the fact that he's all over the place in his life, it's spilling into this relationship. He has an ex and cheated on you in the past. He wants another chance. The cards are telling me to tell you to relax and just focus on yourself. Because if you focus on him, it's going to drive you crazy. Because he is just he's trying to put you through the most, and he needs you both are really really imbalanced right now. You both are, and the cards are telling me to tell you to just take a breather, focus on yourself, and relax, because this dude is he's just messing with your mood, and he's his actions aren't aligning with what with his intentions. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. I think he switches it up too much. So the cards are telling me to tell you to just take a breather and relax. Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords, let me just tell you what this card means and then I'll close. Hmm. It's saying that you can It's saying just try not to judge him so hard and take things slow. Try not to judge him so hard, but take things slow. Okay? So yes, Naomi, that was your reading. And hi, Victoria, Shidi, and CH. Welcome, welcome guys to the chat. Now I am on Twitch. Now I'm finally going to Zai on Twitch. And Zai, you can go ahead and drop your initials and your question. And if there's anyone else, drop their initials as well. Okay. You want to talk about romance and career? Sure, it is. One was about walking away from someone in the past. You just want to know how she feels about you in regards. Okay. Well, we'll talk about the romance first, and then we'll get to the career. Yeah, I'll use the love deck. You're welcome, Naomi. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so can I get Shrek? There was a paid reading. I will do you guys. I have Shrek and SJ after the paid reading. Um, you didn't give me her initials. Sigh. So just okay. Bianca, you said yes, please. What do you mean by that? Okay, okay, cool. So let's get to this reading for Sai. Sai, you wanna know how she feels about you. How does us feel? How does us feel? No, how does R feel about us? Tell me, how does R feel about us? 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 Okay. Well, I'm guessing you were male or just the dominant one in the relationship, so the dominant energy still shows up. In terms of them, let's see how they show up. I don't see a lot of movement. I don't see a lot of movement with them in terms of how they're thinking. Like, they are just a little bit impulsive and reckless and irrational in terms of their thoughts. Oh, you never thought you were? Well, somebody showed up as a dominant energy. I didn't get to this part yet, but there's definitely a dominant energy. But I see them as being just very impulsive and sometimes irrational, just very, very quick to act. Hmm. They're heartbroken. They're still heartbroken. It's crazy. They're really, really heartbroken. Hmm. Wow. Despite the fact that they're really, really heartbroken, they're working on themselves and their career or school or whatever. And it's a weird, weird, weird dynamic that this person has. They're heartbroken, but they have everything. So, despite the fact that they're going through the worst heartbreak of their life, they have everything they need and they're working. So, it's a weird, weird paradox. It's a weird paradox. No, well, they're not working with you, but they're working on themselves. They're working on themselves and they have everything they need. So, that's some comfort in knowing. Let's see how you're doing. Hmm. You're still in limbo. You're still thinking about this person. Well, I mean, obviously you are, because you're asking for a reading about them, but you're in limbo. You want to make a sacrifice. You want to make the decision. And I don't think I'm the one to tell you to cut this person off. You need to make that decision for yourself, but you're still waiting to make a sacrifice. Like, look, this person, you're still just waiting. You really want to be with them. Okay, sure, Bianca, I'll get to you pretty soon. Yeah, you're still in limbo. You're still waiting. So it's like, so much that you're like having daydreams and night dreams occasionally. You want her back. You want her back. You want to get back in this relationship. If it's a good idea, considering how heartbroken and how impulsive, and like, I think it ended for a reason because when you're dealing with someone that is a little bit imbalanced, it can make you imbalanced. But so if they were the dominant one, they could have projected some of their energy onto you, and that's not necessarily very healthy. But I do see them being very good on their own. You feel like moving forward was a good decision, but you think that she won't put in the work. Well, I see you as the one who wants to make the offer. Okay, let's ask if she's gonna put in the work, okay? Let's ask if it's a good decision. Because we know how she feels. She's still heartbroken. Let's ask. Let's ask if she'll put in. Will R put in the work with Sai? Well, R put in the work beside. R put in the work beside. Wow. Huh. R put in the work beside. There's a lot of messages in this. Hmm. The bottom of the deck energy is the Death card in reverse. And the Death card in reverse, I think it means, yeah, you're uncertain, you're afraid, you're resisting change. You want to hold on to that relationship. She also wants to hold on to that relationship. And I mean, she's very, very beautiful, and you just see her beauty. You want to keep her around. Three cards came out for the situation, so this is clearly just really, really complicated. So let's find out. Let's find out why things are so difficult. Her energy showed up again. Her energy showed up again. She's the dominant one. Because, I mean, when you have someone that beautiful, it's hard not to just let them take the lead sometimes because you want to make sure that you're pleasing them. But hmm, you want to give her everything. You have the means to do that. But there's still a sadness. There's still a sadness. And the Five of Pentacles talks about just feeling left out in the cold. And, huh, there's another word for this. Like sometimes you can be left feeling abandoned. And just like there's certain aspects that she wouldn't put in the work. And let's find out. Yeah, I feel like she wouldn't fully open up. She wouldn't fully just give herself to you. And that's what the cards are warning you about. It's saying that yeah, it's saying that she just wouldn't fully give herself to you. Oh wow. It does say that things are gonna turn. No. The thing is, it showed up as a warning. It showed up as a warning, saying that it didn't say that she's not going to. It says that she can, and it's possible that she will. And I just needed confirmation for that because she will this time around. Because the Wheel of Fortune showed up positively, upright. So it says that she is going to turn around. Yeah, she actually is going to turn around. And you need to have the strength to work with her because I don't think it's going to be an easy process because there's going to be a lot of resistance on both sides. Because when you guys already have this full self concept of what the relationship was, it's going to be difficult for you guys to switch to the future to change that. But you just need to let go of the past. You both need to let go of the past and build a new relationship. Because I think she is ready to put in the work, and well, you are as well. Just you guys need to let go of that because there's a lot of beauty and positivity to be had in this relationship. Like if it was genuine just trauma and chaos, I would tell you that. But I see a lot of good. Yeah, I see a lot of good that can come out of it if you were to give it another try. Hmm. Uh, hmm. While I do see a lot of good, I also see a lot of I see a lot of trouble. Well, I do see secrets. I do see heartbreaks. I, but in terms of like, if you mean open up about everything, I don't think there's any third parties involved. Yeah, I don't see any third parties involved or anything, but I do see secrets and I don't know what. But in terms of this relationship reading, I think we should get to the career reading because we've done quite like we spent quite some time on it. We don't know what is. Um. Well, it said that some secrets led to a heartbreak, so I don't know what those secrets are. Yeah, let's move on to the heartbreak. What you need to know is that the relationship will be good, but it's relationships at work. So let's get to the career. Let's get to the career. Let me see your career question. Was based on some general guidance, what you need to know, what routes you may need to take. Okay, you want to know what routes you need to take in with this new career path, right? That's your question. Some general guidance on the routes you need to take. Okay. By the way, Bianca, you can start getting your question ready. Iceberg dies, iceberg has time. What advice do you have for Sai with this new career path? What advice do you have for Sai? Wow, this is really weird. Huh. The cards all came out not flipped. Like usually they. Huh. Hmm. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult, but it's gonna be worth it. Is what I have to is basically what the cards want me to tell you. It's gonna be difficult. Like you might struggle a little bit at the start, and you're gonna be a little bit like, I mean, maybe you did have a stable job that was bringing in the money in, the workflow, and everything was just really, really nice. So at times you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh, I I'm not sure why I decided to do this, but what you need to know is that you have the desire, you have the passion, your thoughts are telling you that, and you need to know that the brightness and all the positive things that you want is within reach. It's really, really within reach. It's really within reach. Yeah, it's within reach. It's within reach, but it is going to be a little bit of a struggle. And that struggle is just going to be a little hurdle that you have to overcome. And I fully believe that you can overcome it. What you need, the advice it has for me to give you is that don't be resentful. Don't be resentful and looking back. Don't be resentful and looking back on the past because you are choosing this path. Like you see how this little girl, she's just looking back and she's a little bit resentful. She's like, the cards are wanting me to tell you you can do this and you're acting in the best way you see fit. And you have the passion, you have the desire, and you can fully conquer it. Like you're gonna be the best 2D freelance artist and very, very happy with your decision. There is gonna be some struggles. There is gonna be some struggles because at the start there's always some struggles, but then everything is gonna turn around. And there's just going to be brightness, lots of brightness in terms of relationships um and your career. So yeah, Sai, look, like I see good things, just don't think about the past too much, and when you do see problems arise, know that it's temporary and it's going to pass. So yeah, Sai, that is the advice the cards have for you in terms of career. And I appreciate you stopping by and donating and the reading. It was nice. It was nice reading you. Very, very, very good energy. Okay, so um, I'm just gonna do these two. I'm just gonna do SJ and Shrek. Okay, well, actually, Bianca, you already asked a question, so let's see. What are JY's girlfriend intentions towards your daughter? Okay, let's find out. What are what are JY's intentions towards your daughter? SK, I'll get to you after this question, okay? What are JY's intentions towards A? What are JY's intentions? Hmm. It seems like this person wants to form a bond. This person wants to form a bond with her. In fact, not that they want to form a bond, I think they already have a bond. And the Hanged Man showed up as the main card. The Hang and the Hanged Man refers to sacrifice and patience. But then the Eight of Wands showed up, saying that there's motion towards something, and the High Priestess showed up in reverse, saying that this person, they don't know a lot. They don't know a lot, and like they actually just don't know a whole lot about the situation. And I feel like you also don't know a lot about the situation in terms of whatever dynamic A and JY have. And then I just see moving on. Because this is the Six of Swords in reverse. And Six of Swords in reverse talks about resistance. Like that relationship is just not, it doesn't seem like it's gonna go anywhere. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna go anywhere. What is okay, are you satisfied with that answer, Bianca? I will answer your other questions now. Once you tell me you understand this girl, I mean JY and your daughter's relationship. Because it seems like the person wants one, it's there's just nothing there. They tried, but there's nothing there. Gail, you were never on the list. The free list has been closed. But I can add you to the list if you'd like, because I've seen you in the chat for a while, so I will add you to the list. Actually. No, Gail, I added you to the list, don't worry. But the free list was closed like an hour ago. Um, um, what will Southwest Airlines in Louisville, Kentucky bring to you in your travel? Let's find out. What will Southwest Airlines bring to being in her case? What will Southwest Airlines bring? Oh, Okay, so the bottom of the deck energy is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords talks about um well in reverse it talks about it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really, really hard. Like it might burn you out at times. And then the main thing that showed up is the Ten of Wands in reverse, and ugh, I hate to say this because like I have seen a lot of positive things, but there might be some heaviness and some resentment and just feeling like a martyr in a type of way. Like you are gonna have to work really, really hard. And hmm, I just see you in the past not necessarily wanting to take this step, not necessarily wanting to take the step like you were really eager for it, you just didn't want to take it. But you have worked really, really hard, and you know the value of hard work, and you know that you have it in you to work like this. It's going to bring a reevaluation to your life and your situation with your kids. And what I mean by that and how they're going to feel, let's find out how they'll feel. How will, how hmm. I think they might act out a little bit. Yeah, they might act out a little bit. They might rebel. They might just feel a little bit confined because it's a new space. But good things are going to come. Like, there's a lot of good things that can come. But they just need to be open. But the reality is they're going to feel a little bit confined and restricted by it. Yeah, they're going to feel a little bit confined and restricted by it because they're going to be in a new space. So, despite you working really, really hard and providing all of these really good things for them, um, they're they're going to feel a little bit confined by it. But like you're gonna have the money, you're gonna have the means, you're gonna have the resources to take care of them in a much better way. So it sucks that they would feel confined and restricted, but it's just because you're taking them away from everything that they know. So it's just in terms of what it's gonna bring to you, it's just gonna bring a reevaluation of your life and your situation in a very shocking way. Not a bad shocking way, just in a way that you're gonna have to reevaluate how you take care of stuff. Okay, and the other question was when you should launch your business. I'm not very good with predictions. I'm not very good with predictions and timing, but I will try to answer that for you. When should Bianca launch the business Cosmo Goddess? This actually ties into the same situation with your kids and everything. Um, it's restoring some balance to your life. It's restoring financial balance, is what I'm hearing, but it can disrupt your home life. So, in terms of when it, yeah, it can, because it's showing that you're looking back to the past. And it's saying that The business will restore some balance to your life, lots of balance, and the reevaluation, but it can disrupt your home life because you're going to be working really, really, like you're just going to be working a lot. So, despite you providing financially, it might be a little heavy for you to give the type of emotional support that the kids need. So yeah, that's what it's saying. In terms of when it should launch, I don't really understand. But yeah, I really don't understand. It could be anywhere from 4 to 6 months, 4 to 6 weeks. But I didn't really understand the question. But if you'd like anything clarified, feel free to ask now before I get on to those free reads. Hi Amber, welcome to the chat. And hi Lynn. There's currently a list, guys. So okay, beyond yeah. What would it bring? Okay, let's find out. What would Thank you, Amber. I appreciate it. What would what would the Cosmic Goddess prisms bring? What was it gonna bring? What was the Cosmic Goddess prisms gonna bring? Wow, it's gonna bring lots of good things. You might be blocked on your intuition. You work so hard. Oh, it's gonna bring. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Um, like I said earlier, you have the ability to manifest because you work so hard. Like you see a dream, you go after it, you get it. So this job is one of those tools. At the start, it might like you just seem in the dark, like you're not sure, you don't know. But once you keep on doing what you do and working hard, it's gonna it's just gonna allow you to pour into yourself and your family, and you're gonna be able to share the love, the money, the everything you want with them because of this career. Hi HK. Well, I won't call your name, but HK, I will get to your reading. I will get to your reading right after this. But yeah, yeah, I am never really fond of bending my cards. You're welcome, Bianca. But I think both jobs are gonna do it for you. You just have to try not to stress yourself out too much about it. And I really appreciate you stopping by for the reads and asking for so many more. It was nice getting to know you and reading for you. I appreciate it. Okay, HK, I will do your reading. Actually, HK, I have been meaning to do one free reading for this person called Shrek for like literally an hour. So I'm just gonna do their reading already. SK, 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 SK. Let me. You asked, will. Wait, it's not SK, but there is Shrek. Okay, Shrek, you want to know, will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? Hmm. That is fair. That's a difficult question. Will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? Will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? Will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? Will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? Will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? Will there be a breakup between MG and S in August? I'm just gonna get straight to the facts. I see moving on. Desire, lack of emotion. Yeah, I see a Discord. I see Discord. I see them being happy, but then I see somebody wanting to move on because there's some type of turmoil in this relationship. One person isn't being emotionally open. Because so despite them having the stability and the desire and the passion, I see lots of arguments. I can't say a breakup for sure. Let me see. Hmm. I, s- I can't say a breakup for sure. I can't say a breakup for sure. I just see lots of imbalance and almost like abuse. Okay, I see a new beginning. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be a separation period because there's going to be a lot of arguments. I don't know who wants to move away. The male figure wants to move away. The female figure, the female energy doesn't want to open up their emotions. But overall, that energy, SK, like, are you even asking about yourself? Because it seemed like you were asking about someone else. Yeah, it seemed like you were asking about someone else. And, uh, and it seems like you're rooting for this relationship to fail. Almost. Which, I mean, sometimes you want to see relationships end, but I do feel like I rushed out a little bit. So, if you want to ask before I get to HK, MG is a man, S is female. What I can say is that had a lot of the male energy had a lot of passion and desire for the female, but the woman is just not emotionally open. The woman is not emotionally open, so they have a healthy, financial, stable relationship, but there's a lot of arguments and discord and imbalance. So yeah, okay. Let me get to HK. HK? Hi, HK. Yeah, you can go ahead and ask me a question now. And Gail, I'll get to you after, because this person just donated. But you actually asked your question on. You ask if you and AP will be able to work through your problems and have a successful relationship. Okay, let's find out. Will you and AP be able to work through your successful relationship? My spirit guides, HK spirit guides, AP spirit guides. Well, HK, and AP be able to work through their problems and have a successful relationship? Will AP be able to work through their relationship problems and have a successful relationship? I do feel like this is vague, so I think I might need to ask a follow-up question after this to clarify. Hmm. The bottom of the deck energy is the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups in reverse means that it's just like moving on, but when it's in reverse, it means avoidance, paralyzing. So it seems like there's a decision that needs to be made that's just not being made, and you guys are avoiding it. So let's find out. Oh, I see a lot of just stability in this relationship. It feels like home in a sense. It's just very, very stable for you guys. You're happy, he's happy. It's just like you guys have a good give and take. But there are all of these illusions in this fantasy land that you or him or both of you like to live in that is not the reality of the situation. Like there are going to be problems, and I feel like you guys create these little diversions to get your mind off of the real problems and situations. So, in terms of if you guys are going to be able to work through it, yeah, you will. But what you need to look out for is, well, this is a feminine energy. So I don't know whoever has the feminine energy. Well, I'm guessing it could be you because you're the female, but you need to just allow yourself to learn in the relationship. Allow your partner to fail. Allow yourself to fail. And when I say that, it's just like sometimes people make mistakes, you or him, and you just have to allow those mistakes to be made. Don't allow them every single time, but you have to allow yourself to learn and grow. And with a relationship, it's all about learning and growing. So, but you also can't avoid these problems. So, essentially, the cards are telling me to tell you that a path forward is possible. You guys just have to work together, which it seems like you guys do that pretty well. Like, I don't see a lot of turmoil. So I do think you guys will be able to successfully work through your problems. Oh no, the turmoil just showed up. uh, but what you do need to know is that the things have the worst is past. Is what the cards want me to let you know. The worst is past. The worst is past, and things are gonna open up and be smooth. But the problems still might come back up. You guys just have to be good to each other and heal yourself together. Yeah, I do see the love. There's a lot of it. And I think that just based off how much you guys give and take in the relationship, you can work through it, through anything. If you have a follow-up question just about him or anything, you can go ahead and ask. HK, that is. And then I have SJ and Gail on the list. Is AP still hung up on their ex? Let's find out. Spirit guides, AP Spirit guides, tell me, is AP still hung up on their ex? Can I get their ex's initials? Just want to make sure I have the right person. Is AP still hung up on KW? Is AP still hung up on KW? What is the connection between AP and KW? Is Does AP still have feelings for KW? Does AP still have feelings for KW? No. Well, I mean they're broken up, so that makes sense. Uh, hmm. No, 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 no. No, no. They don't have any feelings for this person. They. Let me explain it, because it's gonna be complicated. Um, their relationship is done. It's dead. It's dead. It's never coming back. That's for sure. I can assure you that. But I do feel like it was a significant relationship in his life. So part of part of him is holding on to something there, but it's not it's not that he's holding on to wanting that person. He's not holding on to he doesn't see a future with that person. He has no emotions for that person. He sees no future with that person. He has no heart for that person. He has no love for that person. He doesn't see them in a positive light. But part of him part of him was like all I can say is that the relationship was significant to him. So he's gonna hold on to some parts of it. And it's not that he doesn't care about you, but it's just that like it was a part of his past, so he's gonna like there's always just gonna be a fond memory is what he's holding on to. But he has no love for that person. His heart is just dead for that person, and there's no future with that person, and he doesn't see them positively, and he has no intentions of having a relationship with that person. But now and then he still does just think, and there is just something that he's holding on to there that is just not recoverable. And your question was, are they hung up? They're getting through it. They're getting through it. They're getting through it. They're getting through it. So if your question was if they're hung up, I wouldn't say they're hung up. I would say they're about 90% over it fully. But they don't really think about them, and they don't see a future or want anything to do with them. So like they don't see this person in a positive light at all. So yeah, HK, that's what AP thinks about that person. And but I do see them still holding on to something that they won't fully let go, which I just think that the relationship was significant to them. But I don't think there's anything you need to worry about at all. You're welcome, HK. Thank you so much for your donation and stopping by for the reading and allowing me to read you. Okay, so there's SJ and then Gail. And Trent, you Trencitas, you're not on the list. So I have two people left on the list. There's I just got a payment from Bianca, I think. Or was that earlier? I'm not sure. Let me see. Um I don't think so, Trencitas, because I have a list. So unless that was like 2 hours ago, I don't think so. Like I have seen you texting in the chat a long, long time ago, but um were you in the chat since before Gale? But actually, the only reason I said yes to Gale is because they. That's actually way too far to go back. Hmm. Transitas. No, you're not on the list, unfortunately. Nah. And I'm not going to add people to the list. Anyway, I saw Bianca. Bianca, I saw you donated again. I'll open the YouTube on my computer, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Transitas, at. I see you just say hi and will R contact you this week. That's no. The free list has been closed for like 2 hours now. That's no. I'm sorry, but come back tomorrow in the first hour and you can get a reading. Maybe if I have the energy after doing this, then I can do your reading. But um Gail, I'd like to do your reading and then I'll get to Bianca because I wanna spend some time with Bianca. So Gail, if you're there, you can ask your question. And you're not before anyway. Um Gail has been here since like a long, long time. So Gail, you're the last free reading I'm doing, then I'm doing Bianca. And then yeah. Because I'm gonna take my time with Bianca. Because she's been here quite a lot. Gail, are you there? If Gail isn't there, then I guess I'll just do you Transitas and get to um Bianca. Because Bianca, I think, will be my last reading for the night. And I want to spend some time with her. So, Gail, you're not there, so I'm gonna do Transitas. Transitas, you can go ahead and ask your question. Transitas, are you there? Okay. Bianca, it's you and I. And this is my final reading because everyone is gone. So I'm just gonna close that. How do I just say? Okay. Yes, this is Bianca. Your question is, what are Cameron's intentions towards you and why is he hurtful and resentful? Is there a resolution in the future? Okay, let's find out. I'm guessing Cameron is your ex, Bianca? Is that the ex-husband or ex-partner? Hi, Joes. I'm actually done with readings for the night. I'm just doing this final reading. Oh, it's actually not 3 hours. I like to stream for about 3 hours, but let's find out for you, Bianca. What are Cameron's intentions towards you? My spirit guides, Bianca's spirit guides, Cameron's spirit guides. What are Cameron's intentions towards Bianca? What are Cameron's intentions towards Bianca? The camera's intentions towards Bianca. I will ask this in two separate questions, okay, Bianca? Because I don't want them to get muddled. Just let me know that you're there, because hmm, I don't want to do the reading and then you're not here. Okay. Let me tell you. The first question that I asked was, what are his intentions towards you? He feels restricted by you, which is weird because you guys aren't in a relationship. But he feels restricted and confined to a space by you. I'm guessing maybe it has to do with the child support or something, but he just feels restricted to you. Like, basically, he sees all of these obligations around you, and he just feels restricted to you completely. Um, he sees himself as the man in charge. He has the money, he's providing the money, he thinks that that's all he has to do. So his intentions towards you is he just sees himself as the king who gives money. And he felt like you guys had a healthy, stable relationship, which it actually doesn't seem to me like that from your end. But that's what he feels. Like he feels like he just gives you the money and you need to just shut up. Pretty much. That's what he thinks. Again, he shows up as someone who does not want to put in the work. He just does not want to put in the work. He doesn't want to put in the work. And he thinks that you're icy and cold with him. He thinks that you're just so cold. Yeah. He thinks that you're just so cold with him. Yeah, he feels like you can be a bit judgmental and cold with him. So he feels like, but the thing is, he feels like he's putting in work and effort, but he's not getting the praise for it. Which I mean, like child support is something that he has to do, so I don't see why he expects praise for it, but he just expects some type of praise for doing his job. And this is awful of me to say, but this is what the cards are saying. He feels chained to you in a way with the kids. He just feels chained and restrict. Oh, that's why he feels chained. He feels restricted and chained because of the kids. Yeah, he feels restricted and chained to you because of the kids. He's not resentful for them because obviously he loves his kids, but he's resentful to you because he still has to interact with you because of the kids. He is he's a weird dude. Because I mean, obviously you guys are not together, so but I just see the past and it was messy, and he's not over it. He's not over it at all. He's not over it. He probably will never be over it, which is why he's trying to come between you and your daughter and cause issues. So let me ask the second part of the question. JJ, the free list is closed. Free list has been closed, and that's been listed on the screen for like so long now. But I do think I have the energy, so I might do a free reading or two once I finish with Bianca. Um, the second part of the question was, why is he hurt and resentful? Is there, no, your second part of the question, because why was he hurt and resentful? I just told you, he's hurt and resentful because of however your relationship ended. Um, he's hurt and resentful towards that because now he feels chained to you. Despite the fact that he loves the kids, he just feels chained to you and he doesn't really want to be chained to you in any way. Um, is there a resolution in the future? Let's find out. Is there a resolution in the future between them? Is there a resolution in the future between them? Is there a resolution in the future between them? Is there a resolution in the future between them? Is there a resolution in the future between them? Is there a resolution? Is there a resolution in the future between them? Is there a resolution in the future between them? I do see some breaking free. I do see him breaking free from this so-called chain he feels chained to. So I do see some breaking free and some awareness of the situation. But this dude is so just bitter. He's bitter and resentful and like he's still sad and he's still like in his feels. He's still like occasionally having flashbacks and he just doesn't see you for like he doesn't see he somehow thinks that you aren't providing money wise, which is so weird because you are. Like he thinks that you're not providing and he's still feeling hurt about it. So if honestly I don't necessarily see okay. I do see some kind of balance, but I still see like his view of you is just so skewed. It's so skewed that it's nothing like the reality. You started speaking your truth to him because Paradise Covenant instead of pulling control. That's what the cards are showing. Like he just because to see someone like this is just saying that they despite you having the abundance and the work and everything, he's just trying to paint you as a character that does nothing in a type of way. That yeah, he has a really, really distorted perception of you. And he's trying to push that out. Hmm. So I don't really see a resolution in terms of like talking to him. Let me see if talking to him if there's anything you could say. How can Bianca navigate the situation? Is there anything you can say that can navigate the situation? Is there anything Bianca can say that can help to navigate the situation? It's fine. Is there anything what can Bianca say to navigate the situation? What can Bianca say to navigate the situation? What can Bianca say to navigate the situation? Huh. Let me tell you, you can be as clear, you can be as concise, you can be as fair as you want. He is gonna take it the wrong way. He's gonna feel like you're being unfair. He's gonna want to rebel. He's gonna act a fool. He's gonna argue. He's gonna fight. He's gonna stand his ground. He won't back down. He doesn't want to back down. Like I feel like if you push hard enough, he will back down. But he's just, mm-mm. He wants a fight. He wants to fight. Yeah, he wants a fight. Is what I can say. He wants a fight, and he wants to cause, and he wants to cause discord between you and your family. Yeah, so I'm sorry that you have to deal with someone so difficult, Bianca. It's just, I don't really think there's much talking to him. He's just set in his ways and he's probably never going to change. See the Wheel of Fortune, death, and your truth. You just have to live your truth and know that you're doing the best. because you are. So focus on yourself, and he's just let him do what he wants to do. So yeah, Bianca, I hope that answered your questions. Husband protects and trans thoughts and images. Yeah, he is bitter. Like he shows up as really, really bitter and angry. Like he just can't get over it. All you can do is just wish him well, pretty much. But I mean, he is a part of your life, so it's uh, a difficult situation to be in. It's exactly how he was today. You have your intentions on taking him to court as to why you informed them of your intentions to this. Hmm. Well, I mean, I, hmm. I'm just wondering. I'm really, really wondering. Do you want me to find out how things are going to go in court? Because I am wondering. Because he just seems really, really difficult and out to get you. So I feel like you should know everything you need to be prepared. Okay. What will be the legal outcome providing compensation? Well, I mean, I don't know the intricacies of it. Well, you have told me how often he sees her, and it's not a lot. So what will be? I'm just gonna ask if it's gonna go in your favor or in his favor. Well, let's recognize. What will be the legal outcome? Compensation. What will be the legal outcome of the decision? Wow. The Hanged Man showed up in reverse. And I think this means, let me just confirm that. The Hanged Man in reverse means avoidance, sacrifice, and delay. So, sacrifice, regardless, a sacrifice is going to have to be made. There might be a little bit of delay. I feel like, oh, he's, I feel like he's going to play hardball. He's going to be really, really difficult. Like he's going to be really, really difficult and try to delay the process. He wants to delay the process and make you waste your time, like as much as possible. The tower showed up in reverse. And, well, the tower is always just a sudden strike of madness and craziness. And he doesn't want to change. He isn't ready for a change. So he wants to avoid, like, I feel like he might even try to put off the court date and try to find any reason he can to put things off. Because he just doesn't want to take responsibility or take action or even discuss or change the current situation. Huh. I think I don't know if that's even possible, but I think he firmly wants to keep things the way they are. He firmly wants to keep things the way they are. I didn't ask the question in the right way. I just asked about it, but let me find out what the outcome is going to be. But he wants to keep things the way they are. He wants to delay the process as much as possible. What will be the legal outcome? So he's gonna try to paint the picture of you in a negative way. He's not gonna want to take whatever you're offering. But I mean, this is not funny, but he's gonna end up alone, and you're gonna end up happy. Yeah, you're gonna end up happy. Yeah, you're gonna end up happy at the end of the day. He's just gonna have to take his loss, cause yeah, he's just gonna have to take his loss. He's gonna have to take his losses and accept it, cause he wants to resist change as much as possible, but change is coming, and he doesn't really have a choice in it. But like I told you prior to what I just found out, he's gonna want to delay the process. He's gonna probably want to put off the court date and just be difficult, but don't allow it. You know what you want, it's gonna happen. So, yes, you stand firm in your decision. You're making the right one. Anyway, Bianca and everyone, I appreciate you all so much for stopping by the stream. It was a pleasure reading all of you all. Um, Bianca, take it easy with him. Just try not to stress about it. Like, you have good plans for the future and your kids, and the change is coming. The change is coming, and the happiness is coming. These are the last messages I have for you. The change, well, don't be afraid of the change because it's going to be good for you. And the happiness is within reach, and it's going to be yours at the end of the day. Like, this card has shown up so many times, and the happiness is yours to have. So, yeah. No, Sunlaw, sorry. I'm taking a break now. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I Maybe I'll be back on sometime tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day, but I'm not sure. So, I appreciate you all so much for stopping by. I haven't streamed in a long time, but this just made me feel alive again, and I'm so happy. So, thank you guys for stopping by, and I appreciate you all so much. So, uh, good night for now, but I will be back. Bye bye.